Julia Jane Horn wants to be in TV and is diplomatic, optimistic, fun, and sensitive. Oh, and her prized possession is a Roger Rabbit teddy bear, cuddly.
Welcome. I love your country. Spent a bunch of summers there. It's great. It's great. Are you worried about perhaps being famous? Are there any negative effects to that, do you think, if suddenly you would become Miss World and become famous?
Well, I think it depends on what you do when you become Miss World. If you're aiming to be famous, or if you're aiming to help the world and help the charities that Miss World helps, it really all depends on that. Because if it was personally myself, I know that Miss World over the years has raised so much money for charity, and that's what I would be aiming for, that's what I would work for.
And you're not worried about losing your privacy?
Not really, because as I say, my aim is not to be famous, it's to help Miss World.
Great answer. Thanks, Miss Scotland. Okay, thank you. Good luck to you. Bye. See you. Miss.
Bing Lee says she is kind, understanding, and forgiving, and her friends say she's lucky. Well, time will tell in the very near future. And she's coming your way, Jerry.
Very nice to meet you. Hello, how are you? Thank you. And you're going to have an interpreter. Hi, welcome. Okay, my question to you then is, which public figure do you think would be a perfect Miss World?
请问你认为哪一个公众形象是一个最合适的世界小姐？
首先她应该要有聪明的智慧。
First of all, she must be full of wisdom.
Is there anyone that has been a hero in your life that could fill that role that is publicly known?
在你生命中有哪一个英雄你觉得是合适这个形象的？
我觉得我来这儿最有幸的就是能够见到伟大的曼德拉先生，我觉得他应该是非常称职。
I think she said she just likes my suit a lot. It is, what's the answer? What'd she say?
It was my greatest pleasure to meet Mr. Mandela. And I think he's a great man.
And he's going to make a great Miss World. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're lovely. Thank you very much.
Miss Aruba is Zizi Lee, and she has her sights set on becoming a lawyer. She says the best thing about being beautiful is that people are always smiling at her, and a smile always brightens up your day, doesn't it? Absolutely.
You are absolutely stunning. That is absolutely true. Okay, when was the first time you entered a beauty pageant?
That was a couple of months ago when I entered the Miss Aruba pageant.
That was the first one. Why did you do that?
Well, it was my dream since I was a little girl already to enter beauty pageants. But they've actually been asking me to enter since I was 15, but I couldn't because school was in the way, and that was a lot more important than any beauty pageant. So I waited till my last year in high school when I had everything under control, and I'm glad to say I graduated high school this year with flying colors, and I'm here at the Miss World pageant, so this is just a dream come true for me.
Oh, good for you. Okay, a nice hand for Miss Aruba.
Wannabe world economist Irina Kovalenko thinks her best qualities are her honesty and kindness. And she says she's always friendly. Sounds pretty good to me, so it's the whole truth and nothing but the truth, Jerry.
Very nice to meet you, Miss Russia. Good evening, nice to meet you. And you will have an interpreter. And while the interpreter is coming over to you, I should say the only thing I know in Russian is garage-ki. You know what garage-ki means? It's a key that opens a garage. What do you think it is? Sorry. This is so silly. Okay, you're beautiful. On a serious note, is there anything that you would fight and even risk dying for?
Есть что-нибудь такое, из-за чего вы будете бороться до конца или даже, может быть, пожертвуете жизнью?
Это мои родители.
Of course, it's my parents.
Wonderful answer. Wonderful answer. Good luck. You have very good parents, obviously. Nice to meet you. Miss Russia.
Home favorite Joanne Strauss has achieved some amazing things in her life. She's into self-motivation and wants to set up her own media company. Hey, maybe she'll have a job for you one day, Jerry.
It is great to meet you. You know, obviously I've seen most of the young women here this week, and you are most gracious hostess, I should tell you. We are having a wonderful time in your country, so on behalf of everyone, thank you. Let me say that. For those of us not from South Africa has always been, it's almost a romanticism about it, and not the least of which is its politics. So my question to you, it's been an inspiration to the rest of the world. How has the changes in the last 10 years in your government, your society, how has it affected you personally?
Well, as a law student, I'm very interested in the whole system of human rights, the democracy that we have now. The ways it has affected me is that I've become more aware of that. People have been given their rights, but now it takes that they have to have a positive, proactive attitude about that. And that's what I've been trying to do by taking part in the Street Law Project, educating people about their rights, because I think that's what's important to me, that we not only have rights, but that we act upon them. Thank you.
And when will you be announcing your candidacy?
Well, if we can start going for elections now, I think you can start polling for my elections.
There you go. I got a job. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Miss South Africa. You should be very proud.